had a good week trying to get ready for Potosi, which took a lot of extra time going over the pass defense and things of that nature. And they still have a real good attitude about it.
Coach, last week a lot of people asked after the game when they heard the halftime score, was St. Vincent's that good or Fredericktown that bad? And I understand that the Black Cats did have some injuries, but it was just one of those nights where everything clicked for you.
Yes, it was. Fredericktown, I think, is down to about 4 seniors, and they had a couple starters out, a couple turnovers early on the bad snap on the punt, and we tackled the punter, and then the 2 interceptions, and they got down in a hurry, and they didn't really have much of a chance to get back in it then.
Coach, I'm sure all week long you probably told your kids that even though Potosi's 0-5 and we had an easy week last week, that we can't really look past this Potosi team to some of the tougher contests coming up.
That's right. We talk about it every week, and the kids are feeling a little bit of pressure to keep winning now that they are 5-0, and they've got, like I said, they've got a good attitude about it, and I don't think they're looking past anyone right now, regardless of their record.
Coach, want to talk about that 5-0 record and the state ranking, and we'll do that right after we take this break, at least halfway through the season, and that's right where we are now, so I think it's time to put it up on the bulletin board if it's not there already.
Well, it's up there. Everyone at school knows it, and the community knows it, and it's nice. You know, it gives us all a good feeling. We're proud of it, but we still know that, you know, we got maybe the toughest part of our schedule coming up yet. We're playing them one at a time and just hoping when it's all over we can have the good record we think we can.
Coach, as I look at the 2A poll released by the Missouri Sports Writers and Sportscasters, you're the only 2A team on this side of the state, even in the state rankings, and the top 7 teams on the poll are all 5-0.
Yes, they are, and we don't know a whole lot about those teams. Most of them are from the other side of the state, as you say, and there are 7 teams sitting in top that are all 5-0 and undefeated yet.
And as we look at the playoff points in your particular district, which is District 1 in Class 2A, you're way out ahead of the field. Missouri Sports Stats reports you as having 29.1 playoff points, and your closest challenger at this point is Hayti. They're 3-2 on the year, and they have 23.5 playoff points. So right now, it looks like you're in the driver's seat, Coach.
Well, it looks good right now, and everyone in our district has at least 2 losses, and you know, we just got to finish out these last 5 ball games and hopefully stay that way, and maybe a couple of them pick up another loss or one along the way, and then we'll be in pretty good shape.
I don't know what the Hayti team has left on their schedule. They're 3-2 on the year. Of course, they were your playoff opponent in the first round last year, but I would imagine that they probably have some toughies left.
Yeah, they've got some tough ball games down in their conference, yes. It's just hard to tell what's going to happen. They played an awful fine ball team in Kennett last week and beat them 8-7. So they are getting a little better. Kennett, I believe, was ranked 4th in the state in 3A, and Hayti upset them. So it's just hard to tell what may happen in the next few ball games.
Burroughs has 22.37 playoff points. They're 2-2 on the year, and of course they play in that really tough ABC league.
Yeah, they've got a lot of tough ball games left. It looks like unless they really come on strong, that they could possibly be out of it in the next week or 2.
Coach, I guess one thing you're really concerned about is injuries heading into the last half of the season. While you've got adequate backups and they've seen some playing time, you'd really like to keep your starters in there.
Yes, we've been real lucky so far. We've had a few injuries, but they've all bounced back real strong late in the week, and you know, we're healthy right now, probably in about as good a shape as we've been all year.
Coach, a lot of big games around the conference tonight.
Here, and there's 4 or 5 teams in the conference. It's just hard to pick who's going to win them week in and week out. You know, Valley's been in a couple real tough overtime ball games, so the league is really getting tight now.
Vincent High School Indian Marching Band. Here at St. Vincent's High School, the crowd is still coming in. Most of them, probably the smart ones who listen to the radio prior to the game, have brought along an umbrella, some plastic, or they're wearing a raincoat this evening as rain is in the forecast. This will be a historic night in Perryville, Bill Cairns, because for the first time ever, there will be two local high school football teams playing in Perryville on the same night. This is the first year, for those of you who are not aware of it yet, that St. Vincent's High School has had their home field. So a history-making night, and Bill, more than likely, we'll see a smaller crowd here tonight than we might if Perryville was playing out of town.
That's right, Bob. With Perryville home to Dexter tonight, like you said, a historical event here in Perryville. Seems like we just got one right after the other. Historic events, that is, coming up. But I'm sure the crowd's going to be down because you got the faithful of Perryville High School, you got the faithful of St. Vincent, and I think there's going to be two good ball games tonight. Potosi defeating the Indians 27-8 in that ball game. The Indians then prevailed in 1971, 72, and 73.
Life and health insurance, and insurance for a wide variety of special purposes. So before you reach a verdict about your insurance, take my advice. See your independent insurance agent. He's the more than one company agent.
See the Lakeland Insurance Agency.
Who might be looking past the Potosi Trojans tonight.
That's one thing that Coach Mike Gatto's troops can't do is look past the Potosi Trojans, because Potosi is the type of ball club. We said the top of the show, Mike Gatto said it too. They're the type of ball club that can just come back and get right on top if they find that you are napping just a little bit on them. So Potosi has won the toss of the coin here. They have elected to receive the football. They will defend the goals to our left, or the north goal, and the St. Vincent High School Indians will defend the goals to our right, or the south goal. It's kind of odd, Bob, when you're used to working with football field over at PHS. It's east and west, and now we got to get used to north and south here at St. Vincent High School. But the Trojans have won the toss, and they have elected to receive.
Well, we anticipate that Potosi will go to the air tonight. The Indians will stay mostly on the ground, and that'll probably be the framework for the play calling, at least here in the first half. Last weekend, St. Vincent's got out to a big lead, 30-0 over Fredericktown. Went on to win that ball game very handily. Fredericktown was injured, though. They had a couple of starters out. And
tees the football up for the St. Vincent High School Indians. He'll kick it off. Standing deep is Doug Dickey, back on about the 3-yard line. Standing up nearer is number 31, that's Roger Brakefield. Here's the ball, a penalty flag flying. The whistles go early. Hope that's no indication of what's to come the remainder of this football game.
Just about the time that Matt Nagger put his foot into the ball, the whistles blew and the flags flew. And before the Indians could get downfield, the officials stopped play.
Offsides on the St. Vincent Indians, dead ball. Well, you talk about eager. They're eager to get out of the starting blocks, or the blue and gold. Mike Buckeye will tee it up again. And we were looking back, trying to set the receivers up. This time, Dickey moves up to about the 8-yard line. And Brakefield stands on about the 20. Along with him, we can't see the other jersey number up there. But Buckeye, ready. There's the referee's whistle. Here's the run up and a boot. It's the end-over-end kick. Coming down in there, taken in there by Dickey on about the 9-yard line. He's getting to the 15, the 20, 25, out across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Dickey brings it back from about the 9 to about the 31-yard line, a return of about 22 yards.
Nice run back by Dickey that time. The Indians were downfield. They certainly respected the young man's speed. They kind of waited for him to break into one of those seams, and when he did, they collapsed upon him. Trojans will have sidelines to their right, open field to their left, and immediately they go to that I with wide receivers on both sides of the line.
So if it does, it comes wide to the right side. The wide receivers on the left. Creswell goes back to pass. He's got it. It's underthrown. Intended out there for the wide receiver on the left side, Dickey. Pass incomplete.
Mark Steinbecker in there quickly along with several other Indians on a quick rush, and Cresswell was forced to release that ball early that time, Bill. And Potosi pretty well showed us what we expected. They're going to do a lot of passing tonight, and the Indians are going to put the pressure on.
Yeah, Dickey and LeBud go wide to the left side. Dossett wide to the right side. Out of a split backfield. Creswell, the quarterback, works out the signals. He drops back. A rush put on him again, and it's overthrown. Intended that time for number 44 over on the far side, LeBud.
Carl Shaw, Mark Steinbecker, among others, in there putting the heat on Creswell, and he didn't have a lot of blocking. He had to get that ball off in a hurry.
Well, third down and 10 coming up for the Potosi Trojans. Dossett again wide to the right side. LeBud and Dickey wide to the left side. Split backfield. Creswell works out the signal. The Indians shows a blitz. They come with a blitz. Creswell goes deep, throws the screen out here to the right side. It's caught in there, and he carries the ball up to the 40, to about the 41-yard line. Receiving the ball that time, number 41, I believe it was.
Who's not on our program.
I believe that probably is Kane, number 55. Kane, who is number 55 on the program, lines up at the fullback spot. So back to do the punting now for the Potosi Trojans, number 74, and that is Sam Johnson, back in double 50 for the Indians. Here's the punt, it's blocked in there. The punt is blocked. It's a free ball, and it's covered by the Indians. And we'll have to see who gets up off the bottom. Number 77 is Matt Nigger. The block front, and here goes the Indians.
Boy, Nagger wasted very little time getting in there, and the Potosi punter just didn't get the ball off in time. And James Vezon in there along with him to block that punt. And a beautiful job by the Indians. They'll put it down in play now from their own, from the Trojan 21-yard line, Bill.
Out come the Indians, out of the wishbone formation, double tight end set. Here's the handoff going to Gatto. Gatto comes around the right side, gets it down to about the 20-yard line.
Good tackle put on Gatto that time by Dickey. Wrapped him up for very little gain as the play went outside to the left, and Dickey was there.
And the Indians will have sidelines to the left, open field to the right. As they have the football, second and about 9 with the ball at the 20-yard line. Out comes Mark Steinbecker to the center. The rest of the St. Vincent Indians follow. In the backfield is number 44, Carl Shaw, the fullback. Steve Walker and Mike Gatto, the running, Jeff Gatto, the running back. Here's the handoff going in there to Walker. Walker has it down to about the 16-yard line. Walker on a straight handoff down to about the 16.
He followed that good blocking right up the middle and got good yardage.
And that time, if you watched in the backfield, Bob, you saw Gatto give it a little jump to the right and then come to the left in case they were keying on him. Rowley and Double R, the tight ends, out of the wishbone formation. Bowden shots the quarterback, works out the signals, takes it, fakes, looks over the middle. The pass is complete to Double R, down to about the 2-yard line. And he had some height there to look at. Double R on the pass completion gets it down to about the 3-yard line.
13-yard pass play, and the Trojans were certainly not expecting that one. Double R did a good job hanging on the ball and just fell short of the end zone.
That's the Indians' initial first down, and here they go. Here's a pitch back going to Gatto. Gatto is in, touchdown! Jeff Gatto got it on the pitch back, came to the left side, his left side, and went in with just one man touching him. That score came with 8:48 left to go in the first quarter.
Now Gatto will try and add the extra point as he also kicks extra points for the Indians. Jeff, the younger brother of Indian coach Mike Gatto, and St. Vincent's is going to go for 2, Bill.
They're going for 2. Out they come. Here's the same play again. It's Gatto coming. He's in there. Bob, that was the same identical play that they ran on the touchdown, and they come right back with it again and score the 2-point conversion and move up 8-0.
So the Indians get on the scoreboard first, following a mistake by Potosi, a blocked punt. A short drive by the Indians, and they lead it 8-0, and we'll be back with the next kickoff right after.
And Ford Trucks at Williams Anderson Pontiac Buick Ford Perryville. Jack Anderson and his staff are proudly showing the new models for 1986. And they invite you to come in for a look and a test drive. You'll be impressed with their styling, economy, and comfort features. See all the new 1986 models now at Williams Anderson Pontiac Buick Ford, Highway 51, Perryville.
Well, the Indians have kicked the football off. Potosi's Dickey brought it from his own 9-yard line up to the present spot. Let's call it the 25-yard line where they'll mark the ball play. First down and 10 at the Potosi 25-yard line.
Shades of last week when the Indians jumped out 30-0 over Fredericktown. Potosi makes a key mistake, and the Indians capitalize on it early.
Out comes Creswell. Here's the pitch back going off to the right side in there. It's to his tailback, Mike Jacobson. Jacobson tried the left side, did a lot of running. They'll only picked up about 2 yards on the play. Now we'll give him 1.
Credit Mike Tucker with a very aggressive tackle as he came up from the safety position. Really put the hammer down that time on Creswell.
Well, the Potosi Trojans have seen nothing but blue and gold so far tonight. The Indians on defense have been superb so far through the first few minutes of the first half. Creswell works out the signals out of the split backfield, wide receivers to the right, to the left. Over he goes to Dickey over on the right side. He has the first down as he gets it out to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Dickey on the pass reception that time, carried it out to the Potosi. See where they spot it at the Potosi 37-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Trojans at that spot. Their own 37. A pickup of 11 on the play. Out they come. Wide receivers to the left side, 2 of them. Right side, it's Dalton. Here's the quarterback getting the ball, dropping back. Long pass downfield. He overthrows everybody. Intended that time for number 44, LeBud, who lined up wide over on the left side. So bring up second and 10 for the Trojans. Potosi 0-5 on the year. The St. Vincent Indians 5-0. They lead with 7:39 to go in the first quarter. Clock stops on the incompleted pass.
Trojans have gone to the airways 5 times already.
Dickey and LeBud come wide to the left side, or the right side. Dalton over on the left side. Here's Creswell, the quarterback taking it, dropping straight back. A screen pass coming up. It's complete over here to Kane. Kane has it up to the 35, to the 40, up to the 41-yard line where he's tackled by Steve Welker.
That one fooled the Indians a little bit, but coming up quickly to make the tackle was Steve Welker. And he got good help in there from other players in the secondary. Had Creswell not gotten that pass off, he would have been sacked back at about the 10-yard line.
That's going to bring up third down and about 6 for the Trojans. Dickey and LeBud wide to the left side. Kane and Jacobson the setback. Here's the pass over here. It's complete. Caught and then dropped. Catching the ball that time was Dalton. He had it in his hands, Bob. It looked like he turned and was trying to run upfield and drop the football. So I'll bring up a punting situation, and you remember what happened on the last punt.
Still, that time, had he held on to the ball, he would have been very close, if not at the first down marker.
Right, he looked like he ran out to the marker, a little beyond it, turned around, and the ball was there, but he dropped it. Now watch for the pass rush that will be put on here for against the Trojans at the low snap. It's not going to be blocked, though. He gets the punt away. And come down in there, picked off at the 33-yard line, and a clip going to be called back there. Carrying the football that time was number 33, Gebhardt.
Yeah, Gebhardt gathered it in. Randy was right and was tackled after a short game, but I believe they're going to walk it off against the Indians, Bill. It looked like a clip down at about the 40-yard line.
That's right, Bob. Flag is laying down at about the 43-yard line. The referee will walk it off here. And it looks like it's going to be against the St. Vincent Indians. It is.
Down on the sidelines, they're working on Mike Tucker's ankle, it looks like. Tucker, a key player in that Indian secondary.
Yeah, it's going to move the ball back down for the St. Vincent Indians to the 26-yard line. They'll have the ball there, first down and 10 at their home 26-yard line. Flipping penalty, sets them back there. Here's a fake to the first man, a give to the second man. That is Walker. Walker gets it wide to the outside, gets it up across the 25 to about the 28-yard line.
That time, Welker had double R out ahead of him, and had he been able to get by the tackler, he would have had open field down those right sidelines, and no telling how far he would have gone.
Bob, I think we marked that ball at the 26. It was at the 21, so you might want to correct that on your paper. And he gets it out ahead to about the 28-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 3 for the Indians. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left to go. First quarter. St. Vincent's leading it 8-0 over Potosi. Here's the snap. The handoff goes to the first man through. He gets it up to about the 30, and I think I saw a penalty flag laying back. No, it's just a marker over on the floor side of the field. All right. Off on the carry that time. Gets it out to the 30, brings up 3rd and about 1.
Indians have rushed for 17 yards, passed for 13. Trojans have passed for 24, rushed for 1.
Here comes the play that they scored on. It goes to Gatto. He has the first down and some change as he gets it out to about the 34, maybe the 35-yard line, depending on where they spot the ball. That was the same play that he scored on and then scored the 2-point conversion, the pitch back, and it come wide this way to the left side. Sideline to the left, open field to the right for the Indians as they mark the ball first down at 10. At the St. Vincent's, we'll call it the 35-yard line.
Second, 1st and 10 for the Indians in the ball game.
Out they come. The familiar wishbone formation, double tight end set, fake to the first man to give goes to Walker. Walker has good yardage up across the 40-yard line. And they're going to spot him down as they unpile it at about the 42. So Walker's getting good yardage that time as he went over the right tackle spot. Carries it out to the St. Vincent's 42-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 4.
Welker has carried 3 times for 18 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry in this ball game.
Out they come, Rowley and Double R the tight end. Here's a fake to the first man, a fumble loose on the ground, and I believe the Indians have it. Back at the 40-yard line, recovering the football that time. Number 77, Matt Nager. Nager alertly on the recovery that time. 3rd down and 5 coming up now, a loss of 2.
Indians have looked sharp. They scored in their only drive of the night, a 4-play drive, climaxed by Gatto's 3-yard run into the end zone. And that sweep run with Gatto has been a favorite of them so far tonight, Bill.
That's right. Out they come, and here's a penalty flag. Evidently someone doesn't have a mouthpiece in. Oh, the Indians are clapping. Evidently it's against Potosi. The linesman will have to explain that one to Coach Fred Russell across the way, who stands with his hands on his hip. Dead ball foul, offside, called against the Trojans.
Takes it up to the 45, first penalty of the night against the Trojans.
First down and 10 for the Indians as they pick it up on the penalty at their own 45-yard line. Out they come, double tight end set. Here's a handoff going to Welker, a fake handoff. It goes downfield. And that is it. Dowsett back at about the Potosi 25-yard line. He went high in the air and came down with it.
Beautiful pass that time by Bodenshots, just slightly underthrown. Rowley stopped, turned around, looked for the ball, came back about a yard, went up in the air, made the catch, and he's tackled where he made the play. What a beautiful pass by Bodenshots, throwing for the 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's the pitch back coming to Walker. He goes to the right side. Hit by 1 man, 2 man. He's still on his feet. Gets it down inside the 15. He's down to the 10. Inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. Walker that time got the pitch back. Went to the opposite side of the field as what they've been running it. They marked the ball. Well, they say he stepped out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. That play started at the Potosi 25. It's another first down. at the Potosi 11 for the Indians. And they're moving faster than what Bob Scott can ride up here in the booth. Double tight end set. The pitch back comes to Gatto. He wanted an open field. He gets it inside the 10 to about maybe the 9-yard line. It was open there for a while, and the young halfback had trouble making the cut. They're going to mark it down at the 10, a pickup of 1. Down to the 10-yard line, brings up 2nd and 9 for the St. Vincent Indians. 2:59 left to go in the first quarter. The Indians leading at 8-0 over Potosi.
4th first and 10 for the Indians tonight, and a big pass completion from Bowden shots to Rowley has set the Indians up in scoring territory.
Double tight end set again. Here's a handoff going to the first man through. That's the fullback, the 44. Schaaf, I believe, on the carry, right. Schaaf on the carry that time. Carried it down to the Potosi 6-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 5 for the Indians. They can pick up the first down without scoring here. They need the Potosi 1. Out they come. Mark Steinbecker over the ball at center. Roger Bowden shots the quarterback, moves in under. Schaaf the fullback. Here's a fake, goes to Welker. Bowden shots drops back. He has a man open. Touchdown by Gatto! That pass was completed by Gatto, a 6-yard pass. And that comes with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Makes it a 14-0 ball game with the extra point try to come.
The maturity by the young quarterback Bowden shots. He looked in the end zone, saw his tight end was well covered, found Gatto breaking away from the receiver, and hit him right on the hand. Here's the 2-point conversion attempt. Walker tries it wide right, and he's in. And Bob, that's the play that Walker set up this touchdown with when he went wide down the right sidelines over there. So Mike Gatto is calling something that the Trojans have seen already, not expecting it, and Gatto comes right back to it. And it's better than a 2-touchdown lead. It's 16-0. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
Unlike shoes, you can't buy new feet when they wear out.
Packing Company and Perry County Meat. Stock up with a good supply of your favorite cuts of beef and pork, and be sure there's always a plentiful supply of their other specialties on hand, including their several kinds of sausages and other quick-to-serve taste treats. Be sure to try their bacon and pork sausage, too. Stock your freezer with quality meats from Perryville Packing Company and Perry County Meats, where they offer complete processing service.
Dickey takes the kickoff at his own 5-yard line, returns it out to about the 25-yard line. Potosi will have it first down and 10 at the Potosi 25.
We expected the passing attack to come from Potosi tonight, and they've thrown a lot, but it's the Indians who've been successful through the air. 3 of 3, 49 yards for Bowden shots with a touchdown.
Kind of confusing for the Potosi Trojans. Here's a split backfield, wide receiver. Here's a pass to Dickey. Dickey has it over the middle at the 35, gets it across the 40, up to the 40, and across the 40 to about the 43-yard line.
Dickey that time took it in the air. He went high into the air to catch that ball, broke away from one would-be tackler, then shot downfield, and had he broken away from that last tackler, he might have been gone, Bill.
They had nobody over here on this near side. 18-yard pass play for the Trojans. Out comes the Trojans. Criswell drops back. He's going to pass again. He gets the rush. And putting the pressure on, coming in from the right side of the St. Vincent was Shane Dudlor. Matt Nager made the tackle. Dudlor was responsible for putting the pressure on him. A loss back to the 42-yard line. Actually, it was further back than that, Bob, but he got upfield to prevent such a loss. Correct that. It's back at the 37. That's the way.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Out they come. Double wide receivers to the left side, single wide receiver to the right side. Second down for the Trojans. Creswell drops back. Again, the rush put on him. It's out here, and it's incomplete. Intended over here on the near side to Mike Jacobson, 170-pound junior, and it was incomplete.
Creswell backpedaling with Indians all over him that time, threw the little screen pass under extreme pressure, and almost caught the drop by the Trojans.
35 seconds left to go, first quarter. St. Vincent's leading it 16-0 over the Trojans.
The Trojans have put it in the air now 9 times, Bill.
Coming wide to the right side, number 22 for the Trojans, that's Mike Martin. This time a shotgun formation showed. Here's the rush put on him again, and it's almost right out there and knocked down by
James Vincent. And boy, he came in like a freight train and knocked that ball away. And had he been able to hang on to it, he would have been in the end zone like somebody shot him out of a cannon, Bill.
He was moving when he got up there. The pass was intended for number 44, that's LeBud. And it was over the middle as Bud lined up wide to the left side. He done a slant in and was over the middle, and he was open until Vezon come running up and knocked it down. Jesper Sorensen, the punter, back in punt formation, standing on about the 24-yard line. He'll get this one away at the 29-yard line. The penalty flag falls, and here the Trojans, well, St. Vincent has the football, but it's going to be a roughing the kicker penalty against the St. Vincent Indians. And we'll check out the penalty, but Bob clearly roughing the kicker.
On the punt that time, the Indians fumbled it. It was picked up by Potosi, fumbled again, and the Indians finally came away with it. But we clearly saw it back there at about the 27-yard line. The flag flew, and the Indians are going to be called for roughing the kicker. And so the Trojans will have a new set of downs to work with.
Sorensen, the punter, didn't waste any time, or didn't rush up or anything to get the punt away. He took his time. And in doing so, the St. Vincent Indians were in there. And roughing the kicker will be the call. That's going to move the ball down in Indian territory at about the 48-yard line.
And Bill, they may be short of the first and 10 here. Well, they give them a first down, right? I saw the 4 on the marker across the way, and he just hadn't flipped it yet.
Okay, first down and 10 for the Trojans at the St. Vincent 48-yard line. Out they come. New life for the Trojans. Double wide receivers to the right, left side, single to the right. Here's a pass, overthrown. They're intended over there for Douthit. And defending on the play that time was number 84, Mike Rowley.
So officially in the scorebook, we will not see a punt by the Potosi Trojans on their first 2 series. First one blocked, and the second one called back as a result of a penalty. It won't count.
Out come the Trojans again. Cresswell, the quarterback. Douthit comes wide to the right side. Double wide receivers over on the left side. Kane and Jacobs as the setbacks out of the split backfield. The Indians showing a blitz. Here they come with it. Here's a pass. Almost intercepted by Walker.
Right in the hands of Steve Walker that time. He couldn't believe it that he caught the ball, but it was thrown right to him, but he dropped it as he fell out of bounds.
And, Bob, I think the young man was watching the sidelines over here. He knew he was getting close to them. That brings up third down make that with 5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And the St. Vincent Indians leading the Potosi Trojans 16-0.
And here's how they got those scores. 2 touchdowns, and they ran 2 extra point tries in.
Out of the split backfield, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Cresswell drops back, looks over the middle. It is incomplete.
Almost picked off again by James Vezon. He anticipated the pass, had it in his hands, and then fell over the referee and dropped the ball.
That's the reaction you heard from the crowd, giving the referee getting on to him. He was getting out of the play, which is his job. He's not supposed to run. He's supposed to stay there so he can watch and see what happens. He ducked down. Incidentally, Bob, this is a crew that worked the Cape Central Jackson game last night. I was talking to them before the ball game, and they said they got quite a workout down there last night. Sorensen back in punt formation again for the Trojans. Here comes the Indians with a rush. He gets the football away. It bounces, takes a St. Vincent Indian bounce, and rolls around down inside the 25 at about maybe the 22-yard line.
He got it away, but not by much. 6 foot 6 inch Shane Double-R in there with a hand outstretched. Almost got a finger on the ball.
They're going to mark it down at the St. Vincent's 21-yard line, and that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, St. Vincent 16 and Potosi nothing.
We'll be back now in 30.
St. Vincent High School Indians. They have it first down and 10 at their own 21. Here's the give to the first man through. Carl Schaaf, number 44 on first down. Carries the ball out ahead to the St. Vincent 23-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. Call it 2nd and 8 from that spot. The referee for tonight's football game is Larry Lancaster. The umpire, Philip Shortrow. The linesman is Greg Calwick, and the line judge is Tom Luger. Here's the handoff, goes to the first man through. He has it with the full head of steam up across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Gatto on the carry that time. See where they spot it down. They're going to spot it at the 28. Pick up a 5 on the play, call it 3rd down. And about 3rd and about 3.
Talk about a balanced attack, Bill. Indians have rushed for 48 yards, passed for 49.
Out comes the Indians. Roger Bowden shots the quarterback, looks over the defense. He's set. Marks out the signal, pitches it back to Walker. Walker comes wide to the right side. Looks inside, moves it to the outside. And the young man right the off. He turns it on as he heads down the sideline. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown. And it is Kraft. He leaves some would-be tacklers laying back here. The only man that had a chance at him was LeBud, number 44.
And 73, Todd D made his shot at him. LeBud had the best chance, and Walker just outran him in the foot race down the sideline. Used great blocking to get into the open field, and then turned it on, Bill. 78-yard run for the running back for the St. Vincent Indians. That makes it a 22-0 ball game. It comes with 10 minutes and 42 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Now, will the Indians kick, or will they go for 2? The last 2 times they've gone for 2. They've got it easily with Gatto going into the end zone virtually untouched. They line up, and they'll go for 2, Bill.
Out they come. Here's the pitch. Back comes the Gatto, the same one that he ran. He goes in. He's in for the 2 points. 24-0. The blue and gold of St. Vincent on top of the Potosi Trojans.
And we'll be back here at St. Vincent's High School field now in 30 seconds.
Now you can see the 1986 edition of America's favorite cars, Chevrolet, at Lawrence & Moore Incorporated in Perryville. See the beautiful new Chevys, including the exciting Celebrity Eurosport, Camaro, and Caprice Classic. New ideas, new cars, new kicks for 86. Now at your Chevrolet dealer, Lawrence & Moore Incorporated in Perryville. See Chevys like you've never seen them before in the showroom now at Lawrence & Moore Incorporated in Perryville.
Well, the St. Vincent High School Indians get set to kick it off to the Potosi Trojans for the 4th time here this evening.
Every time the Indian offense has got the ball, they've scored. One way or another, they've scored, and they've been impressive in each of their 3 drives.
And it's a happy crowd here at St. Vincent's Field in Perryville. And we are near capacity on this side of the field. Here's Mike Buckeye running up. He kicks it, end-over-end kick. Coming down in there by Whippet. Whippet picks it up at the 20. He's to the 25. He's to the 30. He's up to about the 31, 32-yard line and hit.
And buried right there by the Indian defense. They're really popping out there tonight. If the Indians are looking past Potosi, it doesn't show, Bill, here, not here in the first half.
That's right. I think they've got it all together, Bob, thus far. 24-0 with 10:38 left to go in the first half. The ball spotted down at about the 33-yard line up Potosi. They'll put it in play at that spot. Out come the Trojans. Dickey and Whippet comes over to the left side, and here the Trojans want a timeout. Creswell stepped underneath the center, saw something he didn't like, and called the timeout.
Indians, top-ranked Class 2A team in the state, and they've shown us why they're top-ranked tonight, because they're really putting it on the Potosi Trojans. And this ball team just seems to get better every week under Mike Gatto's tutorship. Of course, the senior-laden ball club, Bill, and that makes a big difference. They were in the playoffs last year. They're in the playoff run again this year, and it looks like if they're handling Potosi this easy tonight, that they'll probably be back in the playoffs again this year, and we certainly wish them the best of luck. Well, that 78-yard run by Walker has given the Indians 126 yards on the ground here in the first half. And Welker now, I believe, is over 100 yards. We'll have to add it up. 11, 7 is 18, and 18 and 14 is 32, and the young man has gone over 100 yards here in the first half for the St. Vincent High School Indians. Very impressive showing by the speedster, Steve Welker, by the whole Indian team. Every facet of the ball game, they've dominated so far.
That's right, Bob. They definitely have everything going in their favor here tonight. They lead the Potosi Trojans 24-0, and we still have 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this first half. And I expect before too long, you're going to start seeing some different jerseys show up out there for the Indians. Here's Chris taking it, dropping back. He's hit it, he throws, and Jeff Connell had a chance to intercept, but he and James Bezon collided out there.
And I'll tell you what, Bill, if he wouldn't have run over Bezon, Gatto would have got that ball, and it had open sailing all the way down the left sideline. Cresswell was hit by double arc just as he released the ball. It was badly underthrown, and Gatto was right there. And if he wouldn't have tripped over Bezon, that would have gone for 6 for St. Vincent.
Out come the Trojans. Mike Martin and Dowsett lines up over here wide on the left. There's a pass incomplete intended over there for Dickey over on the far side. Walker defending on the play. That brings up a third down situation for the Trojans.
15 times the Trojans have gone to the arm of Brian Cresswell tonight.
He started on the backside of that paper again. He's done a lot of writing here tonight. The aerial game is certainly on display tonight for the Potosi Trojans, but they've not been able to connect on it. Split backfield, wide receivers to the left side, and a single wide receiver to the left side, or right side. Cresswell drops back. 3 blue and gold jerseys after him. He is hit over there as he gets the football away and goes incomplete. He had it in his hand, number 41. I believe that is Kane. With it, falls incomplete, just underthrown a little bit.
Cresswell running for his life, let it fly in the direction of Kane. Kane came back for the ball, made a fingertip grab for it, couldn't hang on to it. It fell incomplete, and just as he was about to grab the ball, he was nailed by one of the Indian defenders over there.
Gebhardt goes into the ball game, replacing Steve Welker. Jeff Gatto directing traffic out there, telling him where to go. Punting situation coming up. Here's Sorensen. He gets this one away. It's high. And it drives Tucker back to the 30. He gets it up to the 35. He's to the 40. And he's hit at about the 41-yard line. And downed in there by number 41, Kane, at the 41-yard line.
Last 8 passes attempted by Cresswell, one of the better quarterbacks in the MAAA conference, have fallen incomplete. And that's not a reflection on Cresswell. That's a direct reflection on how well the Indians are playing defense tonight.
Well, a return of 11 yards for Tucker. First down and 10 for the Indians at the St. Vincent 41-yard line. Out they come. They've scored every time they've had their hand on the football. Double tight end set out of the wishbone. Here's the handoff, goes to Gatto. Gatto is hit as he gets it up to about the 42-yard line. And hitting him that time was number 34, Mike Jacobson.
Jacobson, a two-way performer for the Fred Russell coach Potosi Trojans. A good tailback and a fine defensive player for the Trojans. He came up and single-handedly nailed Jeff Gatto. That's pretty hard to do, Bill Karen.
That's right, Bob. They say no gain on the play. Out come the St. Vincent Indians. Double R and Rowley, the tight end. Gatto, Welker, the halfback. Shot the fullback. Bowden shot the quarterback. Drops back. No one to give the ball to. He scampers away. He's going to have to run with the football. And he is hit as he gets back to about the 40-yard line. That looked like a busted play that time. He turned around and nobody was there.
I think so, Bill. He went left. The backfield went right. And whoever he was supposed to hand the ball off to was already out of their position and heading upfield as a blocking back. And Bowden shots, rather than eat the ball, scrambled, and he got it back up to the 40-yard line.
Very headsy play by the senior quarterback, Bowden shot. Out come the Indians. Tied in over on the right side, or the left side, make it now, is Chris Berger, number 17. Here's Bowden shots back. He has it. Hits the ball. Rowley has it in Potosi territory at the 36-yard line.
What a catch that time. What a catch that time by Rowley. He caught it going down on his knees, and he had to look over his shoulder to gather the ball in, Bill.
Well, that's down at the Potosi 31-yard line. 36. Excuse me. First down and 10 for the Indians at that point. Out they come. They wasted little time. Here's a fake to the first man. He goes back. He's going to pass again. Incomplete and off the fingertips of number 17, Chris Berger. That went off of Chris's fingertips. There were two receivers out there, Berger and Rowley. And Berger was the intended receiver and went off for his fingertips.
That's the first incompletion by Bodenschatz tonight. He is 4 of 5 for 73 yards with a touchdown.
And here the Potosi Trojans call a timeout. 7:54 left to go, 24-0. We're in the first half of the football game, and what do you think Bob Scott, Coach Mike Gatto, is telling his troops down there now?
Probably to keep playing as well as they have been, because I don't know how they could improve on this performance thus far. The Indians scored early in the ball game. 8:48 to play, 4-play drive. Gatto took it in on the run from 3 yards out to make it 6-0. Indians have gone 3 times tonight for the 2-point conversion try. They've been successful all 3 times. Gatto on the first run for 2 points. That made it 8-0. That was the first time the Indians had the ball. The second time they had the ball, they took it deep in their own territory, their own 26-yard line. Then they marched all the way down to the Potosi 6, from where Bodenschatz hit Gatto on a 6-yard TD pass. Walker ran it in from the 2-point conversion. That made it 16-0. Third time the Indians had the ball, they took it from their own 21-yard line, and Walker broke it loose 78 yards for the score. Then Gatto ran it in on a 2-point conversion. 24-0, our score here in the first half.
And of course, we'll Greg Michaels will keep you up to date on what's happening around in the area over in southern Illinois and some of the Missouri stores. Here's the pitch back coming to Walker. Walker tries to go to the right side, and here's a penalty flag thrown at about the 33-yard line. We'll check this one out. Thrown by the line judge over here on the near side, holding the call against the Indians. So on second down, the Indians get a holding call. And let's check it out. They're going to give the option to the Potosi Trojans.
There was a loss on the play. Let's see what the Trojans decide to do.
They're going to take it. Coach Russell on the far side of the field signaling for him to take it. That's going to fit the Indians back. Hey, they're taking it. Okay. I thought there for a while he was going to decline it, but he took it. The captain for tonight's football game for the Trojans, number 42, is Portell. Holding the call. Costs them 10, moves the ball back at the 43-yard line.
44-yard line.
He said 24. He's wrong there. Out of the wishbone formation. Here's the pitch back going to Gatto. Gatto's going to throw it. He has it, and it is incomplete and broken up by Portell. But Gatto paid the price for throwing that pass back here in the backfield. He looked like he was going to go wide around the left side and then stood up and in the face of the Potosi Trojans threw the ball downfield, and at the last second was broken up in there by Portell. That's going to bring up third down.
Third down, about 18 yards to go for the Indians, who've been penalized here and who failed to complete the halfback pass. About the only thing they've done wrong tonight.
Well, 1 out of about 15 is not bad, Bob Scott. Here's a fake to the first man. Bodenschatz going to go. He steps up and pays the price, and it's just thrown behind Chris Berger, number 17.
Berger had a chance to catch that ball. He got his hands on it and just couldn't bring it in.
And it was just a little bit behind him, Bob. He tried to get it, but he couldn't come up with it. So that's going to bring up fourth down for the Indians. And let's see what Coach Mike Gatto has called here. 7:38, clock stopped on the incompleted pass. 24-0, Potosi leading. Correct, Anthony Vincent leading the Potosi Trojans. Potosi dropping back south, back in single safety.
Brian Lott will be the punter.
Here's the punt. He shanks it off the right side of his foot. There they're going to have to line it up. Officials coming upfield. They spot it down at about the 31-yard line.
Indians had 3 incomplete passes in that last series and were penalized for holding. First time in the ball game when they've been on offense, they haven't scored.
And they're spotting it down at the 30. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Trojans from that spot. Clock stops, 7:32 left to go in the first half. And the blue and gold faithful are happy thus far. 24-0, they lead it in the ball game. Cresswell, the quarterback, works out the signal. Here he drops straight back, looks downfield. He has Kane over there. He's hit once, bounces off, gets the first down, gets it up ahead across the 40 to about the 44-yard line before he's run out of bounds.
Kane showed us why he's a starter that time. He took a direct hit, just kind of walked away from the tackle, shot up the sideline. Indians finally ran him out of bounds.
And they mark it down at the 44-yard line. And here someone wants a timeout. Potosi calls the timeout. 7:23 left to go in the first half. 24-0. The St. Vincent Indians leading. Evidently it was not a timeout. An official's timeout, evidently. He pointed to Potosi, though. Dowsett and Martin come wide to the left side. Cresswell, the quarterback, works out the signal. Here's the Indians showing a blitz. They come with it. The pass is complete over there to Dickey. Dickey has it up to about the midfield stripe. So Dickey gets it up to the midfield stripe. And that's going to be short of the first down. Bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Trojans.
18 passes tonight by the Trojans and 62 yards.
Out they come. Dickey comes wide to the left side. Wide receivers to the right side out of the split backfield. Cresswell drops back, has it over the middle to Dickey. Dickey turns it, goes upfield at the 40, gets it down inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That's the first down for the Trojans at the St. Vincent 37. And here you hear the holler for the defense. He's just not doing anything fancy, just looking passes over the middle.
Second pass in a row, complete to Dickey. He looks at him again.
He goes over here. This time he has King, or correct that, Fortell. Fortell goes down the left sideline. He's still on his feet. He stepped out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
Went all the way into the end zone, but he tiptoed down the sideline and stepped out right at about the 10.
That was Fortell that time that lined up as a wide receiver. And he runs the ball down to the St. Vincent's 10. That's going to bring up a first down for the Trojans at the St. Vincent 10-yard line. And here, a official's timeout. Fortell shaken up on the play after running that ball down the sideline.
That was a 27-yard pickup, Bill. Very narrowly a touchdown as the Indians couldn't quite gather him in there along the sidelines. They missed a couple of tackles. And now the Trojans have gone over 100 yards of the game in passing.
Well, so far, I haven't seen a replacement come in for Fortell. Evidently, he's in there. The ball is marked ready for play by the referee. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the St. Vincent 10-yard line. Martin and Dowsett go wide to the right side. Dickey wide to the left. Cresswell, the quarterback, works out the signals of the long snap count. He throws it, and it is incomplete. And I don't know exactly who that was intended for.
But if Steve Walker would have been a 6-footer, he'd have had that one, Bill. He went up as high as he could get, but Steve's only about, what, 5'6", 5'7" at best, and he couldn't get high enough in the air to pick that one off. Apparently a timing pattern, and the receiver broke the wrong way.
Dowsett and Martin were both in the area. The pass kind of went between them. 2nd and goal. Dowsett and Martin go wide to the right. Dickey lines up wide to the right, or to the left, make it. Split backfield. Cresswell drops back. Here's Lispey's under the blue and gold, and underthrows it as big 6'6", number 83, Double R, comes running in there along with Scott Grimard.
And Scott Grimard, I believe, the young gentleman who got his hand up and deflected that pass.
Well, after tonight, blue and gold is not going to be a favorite color of Cresswell, as he saw nothing but that color thus far here this evening, as the Indian defensive rush has been strong.
102 yards for the quarterback Cresswell. He's thrown 22 times, while the Trojans have rushed for a -5 yards.
Out of the backfield is Portell and Jacobson, the setback. Here is Cresswell dropping back. He looks over the middle and then incomplete, intended for his fullback Jacobson.
And very narrowly picked off that time by James Bezon, who showed his quickness from the backfield. The junior came up to almost pick it off on the ground.
Well, what will they do here? They're faced with 4th and 10 at the St. Vincent's 10-yard line.
I'm sure they're going to go for it, Bill.
St. Vincent leading 24-0. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the first half.
This is their deepest penetration. If they don't come away with points here, it could really damage their ball game from here on out.
Dowsett and Martin wide to the right. Here's Cresswell dropping back, looks over. Intercepted! Intercepted by Jeff Gatto, and he should have batted that one down, Bob. He's back at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, but he picked it off, and I guess it was just instinct. But he's way back inside the 5, down at about the 3-yard line. But that ends the Potosi drive. First interception of the night for the Indians.
And that comes with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. And the Indians have it 1st and 10 at their own towards the 3-yard. Out they come. Here's a handoff, goes to the first man through. He comes over to the right side. That is Walker. Walker gets it out to about the 9-yard line. I believe that's where they're going to mark it down. Right at the 9. A pickup of 6. Call it 2nd and about 4.
131 yards rushing here in the first half for the Indians. Incredible.
Out they come. Chris Berger lines up tied over on the left side. Mike Rowley tied in on the right. Bodenschatz works out the signals, hands it off in there to the first man through, carrying the ball up across the 10 to about the 14-yard line is Walker. And they're going to spot it down at the 14, and that will be a first down, mighty close to a first down. Officials time out for a measurement. If the ball is at the 3, that's going to be a first down.
They'll bring the chains from across the way and measure this one. Indians have scored every time they've had the ball, with the exception of one time when they were set back by a holding penalty and then failed to complete 3 consecutive passes.
The crowd will tell you what it is. It's going to be sharp by about 6-8 inches. 3rd down and short yardage for the Indians. 5:17 left to go in the first half.
And what do you do here, Bill? You punt the ball.
Out they come.
They're a little unsure about it. They're going to measure it again. No, they center it now.
Right. They put it on the hash mark on the near sideline.
You know, they may be going for it.
I think I would, leading 24-0. 5:17 left to go. I think I'd go for it. And Bodenschatz has probably called his own number and go straight up the middle. Waiting for the chains to be set. Ball marked ready for play. The Indians are going for it.
Well, it's 3rd down, not 4th down, so naturally they're going to go for it.
What are we thinking about? Here's a fake to the first man against Pagano, and he almost lost that football. Gets it across the 15, across the 20 to about the 21-yard line.
Good hard running by Jeff Gatto, with and without the football that time. He fumbled it, had it on his hip, held on to the ball, then gathered it back in and put his helmet down and went forward for the yardage.
Ball out at the 21-yard line. First down and 10 for the Indians at that spot. 4:55, clock rolling. We're in the second quarter. 24-0, St. Vincent's leading. Double tight end set. Wishbone formation. Here's a fake to the first man. The handoff goes to Walker up across the 25 to about the 26-yard line.
Indian offensive line just firing off the ball and blowing Potosi back about 4 or 5 yards, and that opens up a lot of running room for those backs out of the wishbone.
And here we have an official's timeout for an equipment adjustment out there. Someone with a loose shoulder pad, and the official taking care of it.
143 yards on the ground tonight for the Indians, 73 with a touchdown through the airways.
And the Indians going to be playing quite a few reserves probably in that second half, Bob Scott. Leading 24-0, 4:30 left to go here in the first half of the football game.
Certainly living up to their Class 2A number 1 ranking.
Out they come. Roger Bodenschott moves in under the center, barks out the signals, gives it to Gatto on the reverse. Gatto gets it up across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. See where they mark it down. It's a first down for the Indians. Mark it down at the 33-yard line. So the Indians will have it first and 10, their second first down since taking over possession back at their own 3-yard line. Clock rolling, 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Here's Bodenschott pitching it back to Walker. Walker comes to the right side. He has the 40. He's to the 45 near the midfield stripe and knocked out of bounds at about the 49-yard line.
He followed a wall of blockers that time, evaded a couple of would-be tacklers who had knifed through and got great yardage and another first and 10 into Potosi Trojan territory. Well, just short of Trojan territory, they're going to mark him down as going out of bounds at the 49 of the Indians.
Well, a 16-yard run for Steve Walker as he got the pitch back that time. The Indians have give every look, the sweep, off tackle, reverse. They've give everything, every look in the book I think they've given to the Potosi Trojans tonight. And that time a Trojan came knifing through, Bob, diving through and got close. Here's the pitch back going in there to Vincent. Vincent has it down into Potosi territory at about the 48-yard line. Let's check it, see where they mark it. They mark it down at the 48-yard line. Brings up second down and about 8. 3:29, clock rolling here in the first half of the football game. If you're a St. Vincent fan, you're enjoying this one. Here's the pitch back coming wide to Walker. Walker has a 45, gets it down inside the 45 with a penalty flag, and I don't know what it is. Probably an illegal block will be the call. We'll wait and check it out.
Could even be a face mask, and if it is, that's going to really hurt the Trojans.
Well, it came from the line judge over here on the far side of the field, on the near side. Clipping penalty. So the clipping penalty will nullify a nice run by Walker. Going to mark the ball off. They mark it from the 46. 15 yards, penalty back. Personal foul takes the ball back to the St. Vincent. Well, they're marking it back at the 38-yard line. Back to the St. Vincent's 38-yard line. Out come the Indians. Second down and about 21 yards to go for the first down. Here's the pitch back going to Gatto. Gatto trips, then gets his head back and gets it back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Let's check it out. They're going to spot it down back at about the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up third down for the Indians. Third down coming up for the St. Vincent Indians. Clock rolling, 2:45 left to go here in the first half. 24-0, the blue and gold. The St. Vincent's leading the Potosi Trojans. Double tight end set. Here's a fake to the first man through. Bodenschott dropped back. He has a man out there with Gatto. Gatto picked up a block and then carries the tackler with him. And I believe he does have the first down to get it inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line of Potosi.
What a beautiful play by the Indians that time. They worked it to perfection. Bodenschott, just as he hit, releases the ball, perfectly thrown to Gatto. Gatto took it on the run and drawing a would-be tackler with him about 6 yards.
That's about a 48-yard pass play, Bob Scott. First down and 10 for the Indians at the Potosi 36-yard line. First down and 10 from that spot for them. Here's a handoff, goes to the first man through. That is Walker. Walker gets it inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. See where they spot it down. It's inside the 30. Spotting it down at about the 27-yard line. It's going to bring up second down for the Trojans. Or for the Indians, make it. And here an official's timeout. Someone with a shoe loose. I believe that's the halfback over there, the left halfback, Walker. Now he's set. Here we go. Bowden shot, looks over the defense. He's set. Fake to the first man. Handoff goes to Gatto. Gatto gets it down to about the 30 or the 25-yard line. Down at the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for the Indians. That's a Potosi 25. Nothing fancy on that play. Went off of the guard position. Out they come. Chris Berger tied in over on the left side. Mike Rowley on the right. Here is Bowden shot. Giving it on the option play back to Gatto, and he's going to be thrown for a loss back at about the 30 or the 26-yard line. On the option, they lose back to the Potosi 26. The loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up second and 11 for the Indians with just a minute and 7 seconds left to go in the first half. Leading 24-0 in the ballgame. Here's the quarterback Bowden shot, dropping straight back. Looks downfield. He sees someone over in there, and it is intercepted in there by number 22. That's Martin. Martin on the interception. So Potosi will have it first down and 10 after Own marking the ball back at about the 10-yard line. First down and 10 for the Trojans as they have the football.
If Bowden shots would have completed that pass, he'd be over 100 yards passing here in the first half. And the Indians have 190 yards on the ground.
Well, Cresswell has 51 seconds to put something on the board if he's going to score here in the first half. Dickey lines up wide to the left side. Double wide receivers to the right. Over the right side it goes. It's pinned in there for Dowsett, and that ball was thrown behind him. The pass incomplete. Second down and 10 comes to the Trojans. 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And smiles beams across the faces of all the St. Vincent followers here tonight. Bob, a few more people have made the trip down from Potosi. You can see the stands on the far side of the field have quite a few people in them since we went on the air tonight. Again, Dowsett and Martin go wide to the right, Dickey wide to the left. Here's a handoff up the middle as they try to mess him up. Gain number 41 on the carry that time. Carries it out to the Potosi. Well, they haven't moved the marker over on the far side of the field. Moving ahead to about the 13-yard line. Third and 7 make it. 17 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, and the clock is rolling. This will probably be the final play of the first half.
Trojans, only their third running play. They still rushed for minus yardage tonight.
Here is Cresswell taking it, handing it off in there to Jacobson. Jacobson gets good yardage, gets it ahead to the 20, and that's the end of the first quarter. As Jacob got the call and moves it ahead to the Potosi 20-yard line, and that ends the first half of the football game. St. Vincent's leading by the score of 24-0 and an ended Trojan number 34, Jacobson, laying back at the 20-yard line.
And with the score of 24-0.
The ball is teed up, winning the referee's whistle. There it is. Here's the run up and the boot. It's a scribbler, an onside kick, and it's taken by the Potosi Trojans. Potosi has the football on the onside kick. The ball went down to about the 46-yard line. It looked like an Indian had it, and he got pulled back and left the ball on the ground. Potosi recovered the football.
And it's not even Halloween.
No. So Potosi will have it. And the crowd hollers for the defense to come up. First down and 10 at the St. Vincent's. We'll call it the 46-yard line. Cresswell brings them out. Three wide receivers. for the Trojans. Here's the handoff going to Portell. Portell gets it to about the 45-yard line. Portell carries it down to the 45. A pickup of 1 brings up 2nd and 9. And here, an official's timeout.
We have a player down on the field, and we'll be back with the action now right after this break.
Lawrence and Moore Incorporated in Perryville. Are you looking for real footwear comfort combined with fashionable good looks? You'll find the combination in Hush Puppies at Roger's in Perryville. Hush Puppies are cushiony comfortable, and from morning to evening, the look is right. You get all this comfort, all this style at a most affordable price. And you'll find added value in Hush Puppies quality and long wear. Remember, anything goes with Hush Puppies. See the big collection of Hush Puppy styles this week at Roger's in Perryville, offering extra savings with Eagle stamps.
6:57, this is KSGM Chester, Illinois. Well, the pass was completed from Creswell to Martin down at the St. Vincent's 41-yard line.
Carl Schaff was the injured Indian down on the field, and he came to the sidelines now under his own power.
Here is Creswell dropping back. He throws it out here, and it's a short hopper. Comes out to number 7. That is Dickey. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Trojans. 4th and about 5. $24-0. 10-50 clock stop on the incompleted pass. Here comes Creswell, the quarterback. Works out the signals. They're going for it. The rush put on him. Has a man out here. He's caught. That's Dickey, and a nice saving tackle by Tucker. As he hit Dickey at about the 30 or 25-yard line, Dickey knee touchdown at the 24. So they'll spot the ball down there. So the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at the St. Vincent 24-yard line after taking over on the onside kick at the Indians 46. Creswell, the quarterback, brings them out, sets them down. Double wide receiver to the left side. Here's a pass going out to Payne, and he paid the price. He was down. The ball was loose, but he was down. And number 84, Mike Rulli, put it to him good that time. And the loss is back to the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Trojans. This time they set double wide receivers to the left side. Dickey goes to the right side. He looks out there and overthrows it, throws it out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. A good rush again put on by the Indians.
But I was going to say, Bill, that's one of the few times that Creswell was not scrambling for his life back there. And he didn't have big Shane Doublewire, the 6'6" defensive end of the Indians, bearing down on him. And he just really overthrew that pass.
He probably wished he had that one back again. 9:56 left to go, 24-0. St. Vincent's leading. Creswell, the quarterback, drops back. Looks over the middle. It's intercepted by the Indians. With it in Bezon. Bezon's going to go all the way! Bezon's going to go all the way. He took that ball at about the 20-yard line on the interception and goes in for the touchdown. Oh, man! What a play! James Bezon on the pass interception at the St. Vincent's 20-yard line returns it all the way for the touchdown, an 80-yard interception.
No one even had a shot at him, Bill. He took it on the run, and he was gone. Waded through a couple of, he waded through traffic over there on the left side of the field and shot through a gap and just took off for the end zone.
And now the Indians line up for the two-point conversion. 30-0. The Indians leading. Here's the pitch back. The one they've scored on all night. He's in for the extra point. 32-0. And the Blues waves here at St. Vincent's Field.
I think it's a gold wave. They wave the gold towels. Gatto got the two-point conversion. And it's 40-0. We'll be back now in just a moment.
Anyone can give you investment options.
Showing the new models for 1986. And they invite you to come in for a look and a test drive. You'll be impressed with their styling, economy, and comfort features. See all the new 1986 models now at Williams Anderson, Pontiac Buick Ford, Highway 51, Perryville.
Well, here is the Potosi Trojans receiving the kickoff, and returning the football was Greg Mercer, and he was hit as he got it out to about the Potosi 25-yard line. So the Trojans will put it in play, first down at 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mercer picked that ball up at about the 10, brought it to about the 25, where they mark it ready for play. Double wide side. Here's the quarterback almost back. He finally gets it away, but it's Fortell getting it, but not even getting back to the line of scrimmage, I don't believe. Number 77, Matt Negger again in on it. Scott Fortell got the reception.
What a tremendous play that time by Cresswell. He had Indian taking all over him. He kind of pulled away as he was falling down on his back. He let the ball fly. I know he couldn't have seen Fortell. Fortell, a big, tall kid, reached up and hauled it in.
I think he was just looking for someone to get the pressure off of him. Here's Cresswell faking the pass, gives it off to Fortell. Fortell comes to the right side, and he trips and fell, or he might have been off to the races.
Only Walker would have had the angle on him, and Walker wouldn't have got him till he at least would have gotten to midfield.
And they're going to stop this one down at about the 37-yard line, which will give the Trojans a first down. So the Trojans have it first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Fortell picked up the first down. That's their first down by rushing tonight, I believe, Bob. Dickey wide to the left side. Here's a double wide receiver to the right. A pass way downfield. It is incomplete. Intended for Dickey and broken up back there by Mike Tucker, number 27, along with Benzon.
Chris Berger, flying lot, put the hammer down that time on Cresswell. And I can't believe he was able to even get up.
These Indians are hitting and hitting hard out there. The pass goes incomplete. And here's an official's timeout.
I mean, they just leveled Cresswell back there. They turned him end over end, and I can't believe he even got up. He's got to be a tremendous athlete to withstand the punishment he's taking tonight from these St. Vincent Indians.
8:18 left to go here in the third quarter. 32-0. St. Vincent's leading the Potosi Trojans. Dickey wide to the left side. Martin and Kane wide to the right side. Correct that. That's Douthit. Here's a handoff going to Fortell. Fortell gets it up across the 40 to about the 45-yard line as they run the ball again. Fortell has been about the only threat they've had on the run thus far tonight. He carries it out to the Potosi 45-yard line. They're going to be short by about 2 yards. Third down coming up.
8-yard run by Fortell, though, and he looked good on the run.
Here's Cresswell, the quarterback, dropping straight back. Looks out here. He has Dickey, and he is tackled immediately by Tucker. But he has the ball in St. Vincent territory at about the 40-yard line.
15-yard pass play, well executed, and Tucker man-on-man coverage, and he made the tackle.
Dickey has been a threat all night long on the reception.
And Bill, he can really fly. He catches the ball in open field. You better have somebody that can run a 4.5 40, or you're not going to catch him.
Here's Cresswell dropping back again, and this one is overthrown by everybody. Lieutenant for Douthit out there, and defending was number 24, Steve Walker.
Steve Walker in man-to-man coverage that time had the ball played all the way, and Dickey overthrew the receiver, not wanting to risk the interception.
He found out what an interception could do, and he gets it in the hands of Walker. He's got another speedster there. Second down and 10 for the Trojans. Out they come. Number 39, who is not on the program, goes wide to the left side, to the right side, and here the Potosi Trojans want the timeout. 7:31 left to go here in the third quarter. St. Vincent's 32, Potosi nothing, and we'll be back after these messages. Now. Southwick winds up wide over on the left side. High formation now for the Potosi Trojans. Here is a handoff going to Portell. Portell gets it across the 40, inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. Mike Rowley on the stop. Let's see, Bob, when he actually spots the ball down the way. Spotted down at about the 30. Let's call it the 37. Third down coming up for the Trojans. Third and about 7. Here's Cresswell going, throwing it over the middle, complete in there to number 39. Gets it down to the St. Vincent 30, and that gives the Indians a first down. Trojans. The Trojans, correct. Trojans are first down at 10, at the St. Vincent's 30-yard line. Dickey comes wide to the left side. Southwick wide to the right. Croswell drops back. The pass is complete over here to Dickey. Dickey down at about the 21-yard line. So Dickey, or correct that, Criswell is airing him out with Dickey, the prime receiver on the plays. The ball at the 21-yard line is going to bring up second and a long one.
Bill, he's 7 of 10 now here in the second half for 50 yards.
Here he drops back again for his 11th, and it's underthrown out there, intended for Keene over on the right side.
It's been a good drive for the Trojans. They started on their own 25.
Third and a long one. Long yard, that is. 6:38, third quarter. Clock stopped on the incompleted pass. It's been a long ball game, Bob, but the incompleted pass is stopping the clock. Clock is what's made it that.
32-0, the Indians lead it.
Out they come. Here's the handoff going to Portell. Portell has it inside the 20, has the first down as he gets the ball down to the St. Vincent 17-yard line. First and 10.
This time the Trojans run the ball again. That's their 5th carry from scrimmage in this half. They've rushed 5 times for 25 yards.
Creswell works out the signal, split backfield, wide receivers, throws it over, intended for Dickey, and goes out of bounds. Pass incomplete, it stops the clock again. We're about 10 minutes after 9, and we still have a quarter and 6 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in this one. Second down and 10. St. Vincent's leading 32-0. If you're listening to the ball game over at Perryville High School and you get over with, why not drive by and come up to the booth and give us an update on what's happening over there. Creswell has the split backfield behind him. He drops back. He's going to be faced with a rush. The pass is incomplete and broken up by James Bezon.
Bezon nearly picked that one off again. Boy, he can really read Creswell's passes. And he shot right in front of the receiver before the pass arrived, and it went off the upper part of his body. I don't know if it hit his shoulder pad or not, but had he been able to hang on to that one, it was another 6 for St. Vincent.
Now, Bezon showed some speed a while ago when he intercepted one and returned it. We had it unofficially for 80 yards. We'll have to check that stat. Unofficially, we had him for 80 yards on the return. Third down and 10 for the Trojans. Out they come. Dickey lines up wide over on the left side. The pitch back comes to Portell. Portell gets it down close to the 15-yard line. He's going to be short. Down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 2 on a play brings up fourth down for the Trojans with 5:58 left to go here in the third quarter.
Gatto and Grandma, 2 of the Indians in on that tackle. Boy, they really crushed Portell that time.
And here, Potosi wants a timeout with 5:51 left to go here in the third quarter. St. Vincent's leading 32-0 in the ball game.
And Bill in the first half, while Potosi was held to 5 yards rushing and 4 attempts.
And 140 of 3 of them belong to Welker. Here's Creswell dropping back. He is hit and dropped, hitting a number 68. That's Scott Booker. runs around him and threw him for a loss back. Well, they say they give him his forward progress at the 15-yard line. So the quarterback sacked. And the St. Vincent Angels have it 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. So they're 85 yards away from pay dirt with 5:32 left to go in the third quarter, leading 32-0. Bodenschott works out the signals, gives it off to Gatto. Gatto gets it up to the 20, across the 20, to about the 21-yard line. Gatto picks up 6 yards up to the St. Vincent's 21. That brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Indians.
First look at the Indians here in the second half on offense. Although they were the receiving team on the opening kickoff of the second half, the Trojans gave us an onside kick and then recovered it.
Here come the Indians. They just thought it was offside Potosi. Here's a handoff to Welker. Welker gets it up to about the 25, and that's it. A pickup of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Indians. 3rd and a short 1. I thought that time Potosi might have been offside as someone came up the middle rather quickly.
That was Kane that faked the blitz, and they knocked him back almost on his rear end. When they came off the line that time. That Indian offensive line, they really surged.
Here's the handoff going to the first man, and he's thrown for a loss back there. That's Gatto. Gatto loses. Back to the St. Vincent 23-yard line. Or 24, right. So actually no gain on the play. It brings up 4th down for the Indians. 4th and about 2, and they're going to punt the ball away. Number 45 back to do the punting is Brian Lott. For St. Vincent, Dickey drops back in single safety.
That's the first time we've seen that Potosi defense come up with a big play.
Here's the kick coming down, end over end. It's taken by Dickey back at the 49-yard line. He runs laterally to the orange Potosi bench and then is dropped at the 49.
Great punt coverage that time by the Indians. Dickey took it at the 49, skipped laterally, and was dropped right there. But the Trojans now have great field position starting from their own 49-yard line. So their last 2 drives have started from about the 50-yard line, Bill.
And the Indians put in some substitutions. Some of the regulars come out of the ball game. Here's Cresswell, the quarterback, drops back. The rush comes on him. He throws it down, and it is intercepted. What a catch by Mike Tucker! Mike Tucker thrown to interception back at the St. Vincent's 21-yard line.
Bill, he got one hand up like he was going to knock the ball away, kind of volleyballed it in the air as it came down, and he went down. He went down with the ball and pulled off the interception. And just like that, the Indians are back in action.
What a play by Tucker. They let boys play volleyball. He had that one beautiful. 1st and 10 for the St. Vincent Indians at their own. Well, they got it back, what, at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff going to the first man through. Let's check it.
That's big Carl Schaff, who generally out of the fullback position is a blocking back, and he crashes forward for a couple of yards that time, just short of the 25-yard line.
So it'll bring up 2nd and, let's call it 2nd and 8 for the Indians. Out they come. Bodenschott, the quarterback, barks out the signal. Hands it off to Welker. Welker has a big hole, and he's going to break it all the way. The only man that can catch it is probably Dickey at the foot race. Welker's going to go all the way. Oh, he might have been down right about the 1-yard line. They're going to down him at about the 1-yard line. Boy, you can hear the fans. They didn't like that one. But Bob his knees did touch down before he went into the end zone.
Dickey, a real feaster. Welker, a flash. And I'll tell you, Steve Welker broke that into the open. And the only player out there in the field who probably could have caught him was Dickey. And Dickey got him on a shoestring tackle right at the end zone. Welker's knee touchdown, or he'd have been in the end zone for another 6. But what a run by Welker, and what a defensive play by Dickey.
It was a foot race all the way down, and let's see what happens here. number 33 lined up at the fullback position. That is Danny Gebhardt, along with number 10, Bezon. Here's the pitch back coming over there to Danny Gebhardt. He's in. Touchdown! Danny Gebhardt on a 1-yard run gets the touchdown. And that comes with 2:31 left to go in the third quarter, and was set up by a beautiful run by Steve Welker.
75-yard run by Welker. Stopped just about a foot short of the end zone. His knee touched down as his body went in the end zone.
And it's where the knee touches down is what counts in high school football. The Indians will line up for the two-point conversion. 38-0 the score now. 2:31 left to go, third quarter. Loading shot, forks out the signals. The sweep to the left has been their bread and butter. And here goes Gebhardt. He's going to be short, and the score will stand at 38-0 with 2:31 left to go. The conversion attempt fails, but the Indians lead it 38-0.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Heimer 6 over Fredericktown. That's in the fourth quarter. And in American League playoff action, it's in the bottom of the sixth. Blue Jays now lead the Royals 5-3.
The end-over-end kick coming down to Duffett. He picks it up on the 20. He's to the 25. Yep, to about the 30-yard line. A shoestring tackle, and he's dropped there.
Unofficially on the night, Steve Welker with 221 yards rushing. He's having a night that some running backs don't have in a season.
Dave spots the ball down. Excuse me, Rob.
Yeah. His night equals some back seasons. I'll tell you, 221 yards. That is a great performance, maybe a record by a St. Vincent's running back.
Well, that's something we'll check with Mike Gatto this week and have him to look up. And some good defensive play out there by James Bezon. Here's Creswell dropping back. Oh, batted down by big number 6'6". Big 6'6", number 83, Shane Doublehoff. He puts them hands in the air. He's about at 7 foot tall or better than that on his reach. And about that time, he almost driven that one down Creswell's throat.
Trojans have passed 15 times here in the second half. That's why this ball game is taking an eternity.
That's right. We still have 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Here in the third quarter. Right. Here's the handoff going to probably Fortell. They couldn't get the number, right, number 42. As he carries it up to the Potosi. 30, let's call it the 30. We had it down at 19 instead of 29 where we started. Third down coming up. Creswell drops back to pass again, and this time he had a man open over here, but he turned the wrong way. That was Roger Brakefield. So Potosi also putting subs into the ball game. As you heard at the top of the show, top of the broadcast, we said that Coach Fred Russell told us he's healthy this week. The first time he's been healthy since the first week of the season, but we've seen a lot of Trojans laying on the ground out there due to the hard blocking of the St. Vincent defense and offense. Back in punt formation now, number 39. Don't have a name to go with the number. He gets it away. End over end. Gatto takes it on the 39, 40, 45 to the midfield down in Potosi territory. He's still on his feet. He's running down the sideline. He's got a blocker. Penalty flag. He's in. Touchdown. Penalty flag laying it back at about the 19-yard line. We'll check it out. It's going to be a clip. A clip will be the call.
Oh, it's going to mess up a beautiful run by Gatto. He broke a tackle. I mean, he just stiff-armed the kid and went on by.
He picked that ball up at about the 39-yard line and returned it. 60.
Both of them.
Right. The Indians will have it first down and 10 at the Potosi 34-yard line. 61-yard punt return. Goes by the leg. Out come the Indians. And we believe we have a new center in there. We'll have to check it out. Here is we have a new quarterback, too. The handoff goes to the first man, Bezon. Bezon spins, twists, turns, something falls loose. He gets the ball down at the 25-yard line, close to the first down. The quarterback now is Terry Berbigler, number 8. We're going to have to scurry to the papers. In comes number 81 for the Indians. That's Joe Ball. The center is number 72, John Otte. Terry Berbigler, the quarterback. Number 68, Scott Berger, I think, is about the only one in the ball game yet. There's the ball loose, and who's going to get it? Potosi has it. A fumble, and Potosi has it. Dickey recovering the fumble. Dickey recovers the fumble, so that sets up first down at 10 for Potosi at their own. Where we got it, Bob? 28-yard line. 28. First down and 10. Out come the Trojans. The Indians have very few starters left in the football game. I see number 84 out there. That's Mike Rowley. Here's Creswell dropping back. Someone took him out of there. And then he's sacked. Creswell tried to turn it upfield, but he's sacked in there by number 60 for the Indians, and that is Robert Russo.
They got him back at about the 25-yard line, so a 3-yard loss on the play.
And that is the end of the third quarter with the score. St. Vincent 38, Potosi nothing. And we'll be back right on your line. Out come the Trojans, double wide receiver to the right side. Single to the left, Creswell drops back. The rush put on him, it is incomplete. Intended over there for number 22, that's Martin. Mike Martin, the intended receiver, he's an in. Line south, it comes wide to the right side. Here is Creswell dropping back, looking over the middle. Intercepted! Intercepted by St. Vincent, and it was a second stringer that got it. They'll try to check it out as he gets up. Number 30, I believe. Brad Suter, number 30 on the pass interception. So everything has worked well so far for the Indians. And they have it first down at 10 at their 35-yard line. At the Potosi 35. Sorry about that, Ron. First down and 10 for the Indians. Out they come. John Otte to center. Terry Berbigler the quarterback. An entire second team in there for St. Vincent. Here's the pitch back coming in this time. That's Danny Gebhardt, and he is thrown for a loss for the backfield. Gebhardt lost back to the St. Vincent 38-yard line. It's going to bring up second down for the Indians. Second and about 14. 10:34, clock rolling. Out they come. Terry Berbigler, the quarterback, barks out signals out of the wishbone formation. Takes to the first man. He gives to the second man. That's Gebhardt. Gebhardt takes it to the outside. He's going to go on the move. Touchdown. Oh, Danny Gebhardt took that one. He was hit once and then broke it and went all the way for the touchdown. A 38-yard run. Comes with 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
The Trojans really stacked up that line of scrimmage, and once Gebhardt broke that first tackle, rolled to the outside, he had open field, nobody near him.
That makes it a... Well, they haven't added a point yet on the board, have they? 44 to nothing. Here's someone trying to get off the field. He makes it. Here's a handoff going to the first man. He's in. Forward short. Well, let's check the number as he gets up down there. Well, the Indians got the 2 points, Bob, and I can't number 2. Eric Doza. Doza on the conversion makes it a 46-0 ball game. And now they put him on the board. So with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the football game, St. Vincent's leads it 46-0.
Beautiful drive that time by the St. Vincent's second team. And Gebhardt with a dandy run after the Trojans stacked up that line of scrimmage. He just broke it to the outside after he broke a tackle. And then little Eric Doza got into the end zone for the two-point conversion. And that's got to put a lot of fire into Monday's practice. And that second team is going to be strutting pretty high.
That's right. Teeing the football up out there for the St. Vincent Indians is Brad Suter, number 30. He'll kick it off. He walks a little funny, but it's due to the shoe being tied up out there. He holds his hand in the air. He's set. Here's the run up and the boot. End over end. Comes down, and two Trojans collide back at the 10, the 15. They're back to about the 17, 18-yard line, and play still going on back here downfield. The official hadn't blown the whistle back here, and they were still going at it. There's that fireworks thing you were talking about. So Potosi will have it first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line. 10 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the football game. Clock running. 46-0. St. Vincent's leading Potosi in case you're just joining us. And the last score we got up from St. Genevieve was the Dragons leading Fredericktown 7-6 in the fourth quarter. Creswell, the quarterback, drops back. Rush Potosi. He has it over here, and Kenneth for Kane in his hands, and he dropped the ball. Kane had that one and dropped it. Brings up second and 10.
20th pass of the second half by the Trojans, and in all fairness, Creswell is a great quarterback, but you can't do it all by yourself. But talk about somebody who did do it tonight. And that was Steve Welker, 221 yards unofficially on the night, and he played only 3 quarters.
Out come the Trojans. Wide receivers, two of them to the right. Here's Creswell dropping back. He's got it. This was intercepted by the St. Vincent Indians. That is Russo with it. He takes it, goes down the sideline. Touchdown! And number 22, Mike Janet, excuse me. Mike Janet, number 22 on the interception. And he hauled that one down somewhere in the area of the 42-yard line. And listen to the crowd. Well, I tell you, if you're a St. Vincent fan, you've had something to yell about at every angle tonight.
52-0.
And they're going for the 2. Here's a quarterback pitching it back. That's number 31 carrying the football. He stopped short. That's Tom Mahampam carrying the football. Conversion fails, but the St. Vincent Indians lead it 30-0 with 9 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the football game.
And let's take timeout now for to the Dragons, and we'll take commercial position number 20 at our next break and get things out of the way and give you a quick wrap-up right after this game to allow the rest of the sportscasting team around the area to make their calls in tonight to the Friday Night Scoreboard Show, which follows this game at 10:05 if it's over by then, Bill.
Here's the run up in the boot by Suter. End over end kick comes down, taken in there by Kane at the 15. He's to the 20. He's to the 25 and thrown down. And number 2, Eric Doza, put the stick to him that time.
Wow, this young Indian second team is really fired up. They're out there hitting, playing just like the starters, and in some cases, even better at times because, they don't get a big opportunity to play them.
Sets them down, splits the backfield. Tight end over to the left side. Handoff goes to Kane. Kane gets it across the 25 to about the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. Elder in on the stop. And they spot it down at about, let's call it the 29-yard line. Pick up the 5, second and 5 for the Trojans. 8:53 left to go. Clock running. Been a long ball game due to the incompleted passes, which stops the clock. Creswell again brings him out, sets him down. Here's the pitch back going to Portell, wide over on the left side. He has the 30, gets it up to about the 35-yard line. If so, that will be enough for the first down. It is a first down. Portell out to the Potosi. 30, let's call it the 35 for simplicity's sake. First down at 10 at that spot. Every time Potosi looked like they were going to drive and go somewhere, the Indian defense rose to the occasion, shut the door in their face, either with an interception or a big play that shut them down. Here's Creswell, gets the high snap, hands it off in there, and he's thrown for a loss, carrying the football that time, number 51, Greg Mercer. Mercer tried the left side of his line and couldn't get anywhere. Lost back to the 39-yard line. Correct, that 34-yard line.
So where do the Indians go next weekend now?
Next week, St. Vincent's will travel to St. Genevieve on Saturday night.
Yeah, and St. Jenna winner tonight, so 2 undefeated teams in the conference.
Here's the handoff going to the first man. That's Portell. He tried the right side this time. He couldn't get anywhere. It looked like he might have had some room to the outside, but he couldn't do it. Gets it back to about the original line of scrimmage plus one to about the 36-yard line.
Trojans will be 0-6 after this ball game, and they're really a much better team than that.
That's right, Bob. Coach Fred Russell has done a great job with his team. They're 0-6, but don't let that fool you. They can hurt you. Third down coming up for the Trojans. Creswell hands it off to the first man. That's Kane, number 41 on the carry. Out to the Potosi.
I think he may have lost a yard that time, depending on where they spot the ball. I put him down for a yard loss. Coach Fred Russell, I think, doing the smart thing here. There's no chance for the Trojans to win the ball game. They're just going to run out the clock.
That's right. They're keeping it on the ground. It's going to help us a little bit, too, to get our wrap-up over with. 6:45 clock rolling. We're in the fourth quarter of the football game. Sorensen back to do the punting for the Trojans. Now the Trojans having trouble lining up over there on offense to get the snap off. There it is. It's a low snap. Sorensen gets it away. It's a high one. It comes down in there, picked up by Berthinger on the 31. He's to the 35. Spun, knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Berthinger thought the deep man back there was going to get that one, but he didn't. He had to take it himself. At the 31, got it up to about the 36-yard line where they're going to stop the ball down.
All new jerseys for St. Vincent's again.
First and 10 at the 36.
Todd Burick, Mark Gabert, a lot of sophomores out there, Bill.
The JV got their shot at it. Now it's time for the freshmen, the rest of the squad. Here's a handoff going to the first man through that time. I have to check the numbers as they get up now. All new jerseys. Number 31 for the Indians. That's, well, Bob, you can have a shot at that one.
Mahafa. I don't know.
Close enough. He carried the football.
He's from Berryville?
Gets it out to the St. Vincent's, let's call it the 33-yard line. Pick up our 38-yard line, make it. Second down coming up. Here's the Indians. Boy, this is something else. Palm carried the ball again. Let's call him Palm and drop it there. Lost back to the 35-yard line. Terry Berthinger will be the quarterback back into the football game now.
People out of the booth. What's that kid's last name? They said, just call him Palm.
That's a lot easier. Palm carries it up the middle again.
Sorry about that, Palm.
Yeah. He's a good little kid, Bob. Always wanting to know how we do our broadcast, how we do everything. He cornered me one day over here. I came over to take some pictures, and I bet I talked to him for 30 minutes. A nice hand going up for the St. Vincent Indians. Some of the starters go back into the ball game.
For the fun.
And to punt the ball is Brian Lott. He gets it away. The rush put on it. What a catch! Sends Dickey back. Dickey calls for the fair catch. He called for it at about the 26-yard line and finally had to settle for making the catch back at about the 24.
Yeah, the Indians were down there. They had so much time. It was such a high kick, they could have lit a cigar and taken a couple of puffs.
I saw Dickey's hand go up. I didn't know whether the St. Vincent people had or not. We're talking about the defenders that were going back. I'll tell you one thing. They had enough people down there that
Had a convention around Dickey while he was waiting to catch the ball.
first down and 10 for the Potosi Trojans at the St. Vincent. 24th, we'll call it. Here's the pitch going to Portell. Portell goes to the outside. He is still on his feet as he gets it up to about the 29-yard line. He's been about their only threat, Bob, on the ground thus far. 4:12 left to go in the football game. 52-0 in case you're just joining us. St. Vincent's leading, and some of the faithful head for the gate. Spotted down at about, let's call it the 29-yard line of Potosi.
St. Vincent's has their second team or third team defense out there now.
Here's Creswell barking out the signals, gives it off to Portell. Portell comes wide to the right side, but three Indians hit him as he gets it up to the 35-yard line.
So he's racking up some nice stats in a losing effort tonight. 221 yards by Steve Walker. What a night that young man had. I got to figure out how many carries he had here, Bill.
Okay, Bob.
11 carries, 221 yards.
Here's Creswell handing it off to King. King goes up to about the 45 of the 40-yard line, make it. Bob Sutter and Rusall didn't know to stop that time. Rusall wears number 60. Don't know how I got him confused a while ago with Mike Janet. When Janet run that one back for the touchdown into the end zone. Out come the Trojans.
Welker averaged over 20 yards a carry tonight, Bill.
Kane and Portell the setback. Here's a handoff going to Kane. Kane has it, gets ahead, and he is dropped as he crosses the 40-yard line up to about the 43-yard line. I think we could almost stop riding as far as where the ball is right now. 2:29 left to go. In the football game, Potosi down 52-0 over behind St. Vincent. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Trojans. Here's the handoff going to Dickey. Dickey has the first down as he crosses the 45-yard line. Ball will be spotted down just across the 45, let's call it the 46-yard line, first down and 10.
All the fans out there checking their programs to try and figure out who are those guys out there on the field wearing the blue and the gold. They've never seen them before.
Well, if some of the moms and dads stayed home tonight, they've missed an outstanding football game by their son, I'm sure. Everyone has played a good football game. The pitch back goes to Dickey. Dickey tries the left side, does a baseball slide as he crosses it, and gets the football up to about the 47, 48-yard line. And I just got a surge over on the radio here, Bob. It has been kind of weak all night, but the Ever-Ready has kicked in or something.
I think we're AM and FM now. Am I right, Todd Blake?
Here's Creswell bringing him out, setting him down. He gets it, hands it off to Kane. Kane has it down in St. Vincent's territory as he gets it down to about the 45-yard line. Kane down to the St. Vincent's 45-yard line, first down at 10 at that spot.
Bill and Bob, you are absolutely right. We have joined you on FM 106. Incidentally, our final score on FM tonight, St. John's 7 and Fredericktown 6.
Thank you very much, Todd Blake. Thanks to my ESP, Bill Cairns, I deciphered what had happened there.
Out come the Trojans. The handoff goes to Kane. Kane has it, and about 4 Indian would-be tacklers stand him up, and the referee blows the whistle. It's the first down at about the 41-yard line. I'm not going to do any more writing. 45 seconds left on the clock. St. Vincent's leading Potosi 52-0. Out come the Trojans.
By the way, for those who are just joining us, Steve Walker for the Indians had a tremendous night tonight. 11 carries, 221 yards.
Here's the pitchback going to Dickey, and he fumbled the football back at the 45-yard line of St. Vincent's. He fell on it, though, as he and Cresswell both dove for the ball. 22 seconds, clock rolling. The Trojans will get one more play. St. Vincent's next week will be to St. Genevieve on a Saturday night, 7:30 o'clock contest, while the Potosi Trojans will travel to Valley High School on Friday night.
Todd Blake, we have commercial positions 20 and 21, which we'll go to in just a moment. Be ready.
Here's the handoff going for Dill. He goes over right tackle, right down the ball game. The St. Vincent High School Indians, top ranked in Class 2A, has defeated the Potosi Trojans 52-0, and they did everything right tonight.
And we'll be back with a long recap of this high-scoring ball game right after these messages.
The new 1986